What is good? Fuck, good. Everyone. Shoobs here. This is so scuffed. What is good, everyone? Shoobs here. Welcome to the second episode of Review Week. Today we actually have a board that I was very excited about ever since I saw the thread pop up on GeekHack. By the way, I know my desk mat is dirty. I see that one guy commenting on every single video to clean my desk mat. I will do that soon, okay? I'm sorry. So this board, I was just browsing through GeekHack when I saw the thread pop up, but this got me really interested. So when they reached out for me to take a look at the board, I said, hell fucking yeah. This is the Class 65 by MM Studio, and let me tell you right now, this boy is thick. So let's open the box and see what we are working with. So we got ourselves, the plate, some gaskets, as well as the PCB, but we don't really care about that. Let's look at the board. Oh god, it's a flashbang. What a fucking chonker. What the hell? This is by far the chunkiest board I think I have featured on this channel, and it actually looks freaking insane, I'm not gonna lie. Holy moly. Well, besides being a big lad, this board is once again, wait for it, plateless. Hell yeah. Damn son, we are doing back-to-back plateless board reviews. That is crazy. I think this year might be the year of the plateless, moving on from the year of the gaskets, and honestly I am all for it. This board actually does look quite insane. It is actually based off a reimagination of the original Gameboy that a artist named Florian Renner did, but damn, does this have some insane desk presence. It's so chunky. So this board features a expanded 65% layout with a macro column and the column over here. And I personally really dig it. I think it really fits the theme of the retro thick bezel look that it's going for, and it actually does work very, very well. As for the mounting style of the board, it is a isolation gasket plateless, meaning there are tabs on the PCB that is sandwiched between the top and bottom of the case. With some flex cuts on the PCB as well. I can see that this is probably going to be a pretty bouncy and flexy typing experience. So a little more detail on the board release itself. The board is slated to launch sometime this month, January 2022. I suggest checking out their Discord for updates. Link will be in the description. The first sale will be in stock, but with only 50 units. Oh god. But after the initial in-stock sale, there will be a group buy 2 weeks after, since the in-stock run is very limited, and it will surely be a freaking bloodbath. The board is priced at $350, which will include all this and will be available in creamy white, e-pink, black anno, and silver anno. The unit I got for review is a early prototype, so the white is not matching the production unit, so it will be a creamier color for the production compared to the more lighter white that will be shown in the video. The board will have a hot swap and solder PCB available, but I would suggest, personally recommend solder if you're going the plateless route, which I think is the best route, by the way. Well, anyways, with that out of the way, let's get to the build. Welcome to another episode of Shoobs Talks without a fucking script. A lot of the points I make in this video is actually going to be pretty similar to the last review I did, which was with the Glacier 80. Sadly, I just want to note that this board did also have the loose switch leg cutout tolerance issues, so a lot of the switches were loose, so we are going with the PE foam, but man, this is Very special keyboard, I'm not gonna lie. I was very impressed with it. We're going with some Loobedswitches, Lubed 205 for the build, also a black cherry pie on the spacebar. A lot of people actually asked me what a black cherry pie was. I don't know if you're new to the channel, but I use the black cherry pie on the spacebar for all my builds. It is a cherry top, cream stem, and a JWK nylon bottom. For the keycap set, we had to go with GMK DMG because this is a Game Boy inspired keyboard, so it's only right we go with a Game Boy inspired keycap. Well, here is the board. I think this is looking pretty damn sick. It is a very unique design, and honestly, in a sea of pretty similar looking rectangles, this sort of feels pretty fresh. I had to go with GMK DMG since this board is based off the Game Boy, and I think the more creamy color for the production run, these keycaps would look much better, but it still looks alright. I just want to note again though, I did have issues with the PCB, with the switch leg tolerances again for this board. I don't know, maybe it's a common thing with PCBs nowadays, but the switches were very loose, so I had to go with PE foam once more. But anyways, let's get to the sound test. God damn. So, what do I think of the board? This shit is fire. Now, again, this review is sort of going to be me reiterating basically what I said in my last video, but I am a huge fan of platelets, and like both the Glacier 80 I checked out a few days ago, as well as the Hexford B, this board does platelets very well. However, out of those three, I think this board right here has the craziest level of vibrations upon bottom out, which is insane. This also has a stupid amount of flex as well, on par with the Glacier we checked out before. It literally sort of feels like you're typing on jello. I don't know, it's pretty damn fun though. Now, the sound, just gonna say it, this board sounds mad poppy. And I'm talking real poppy. It might be the PE foam in play, but this sounds creamier than the Mr. Suit with just PE foam, so I do think that the real big internals is sort of affecting the acoustics a bit. Overall, I gotta say, this might be up there with one of my favorite sounding 65s that I've tried. I really dig it. Although this doesn't really count as a 65. Look at this wide boy. Now, two cons. Basically copy and pasting what I noticed from the Glacier here. The PCB does have some loose switch tolerances again, so you might see some issues with the switches falling out. You could try putting foam or something on top and flipping it over, but I tried that, it didn't really work. A bit of a a bit of a pain in the ass for sure, hoping it's just a issue with this prototype unit though. And second con, again, too much bounce. Now this is a preference based con, but the thing with plateless boards is that it could very well get tiring after a bit. This thing is extremely soft and bouncy, and your fingertips is very much constantly stimulated as you type. That could get boring real fast for some people. I, however, personally like this feeling, so I wouldn't really put this as a con for myself, but I just wanted to throw it out there as a potential issue. However, this board does also come with a optional plate and a bunch of foam, so I do think that adding case foam and using the plate will drastically lower the amount of flex and vibration. However, I do think that this board should be, kept like the way I built it. Why would you want to make it like any other sort of board when you can have this unique behemoth? Overall, for $350, this is by far one of the most unique and fun boards that I think I've come across. It's definitely not for everyone. It's pretty damn large, wider than the size of a TKO, but not only does it have such a crazy design, but the performance of the board is a top tier plateless experience as well. I think if you want something that is just plain outlandish while actually providing a great typing experience, this board is definitely a no-brainer. The price is honestly crazy good for the amount of chonk you're getting, and it's a real chunky boy. 2022 so far is looking like a pretty interesting year for keyboards, I'm not going to lie. Anyways guys, thank you guys so much for checking out the video till the end, and yeah, that should conclude our plateless reviews. Next week we're gonna have some more classic keyboards for review, and stay tuned for that. More videos on the way soon. I'll catch you guys in the next one.